Welcome to PC Tutorials episode 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Episode 5. And I'm going to continue with my more on the control panel. What I mean by cleanup with this Komodo system cleaner. So when it scans the registry and it'll tell you what it scanned or what have you. It'll do it automatically. And the options to select other things, like let's run a scan. It shouldn't take too long to scan. See entries for expert users. Alright, the ones that's selected are safe to remove. But what I'm saying for casual users, they don't know what they're doing, they could select one of these accidentally. And you could totally, you know, damage your operating system as it says here. So this is why I say it wouldn't be recommended for your casual users. But if you follow what I do here, you know, make sure nothing else is selected. Clean. Yes. You could create a restore point. I don't, because I trust it. Restart later. And close. IObit Security 360. I don't believe I mentioned that, but that's something else I use once in a while. I haven't used it in a while though, but like I said, once in a while. And I did talk about Super Spyware and what you should do with it, so I'm not going to mention that again. But here's what I was talking about. Don't use Windows to uninstall your stuff. Use this, because stuff can leave stuff behind in your computer, like it'll leave it behind in the registry, leave it behind in your hard drive, eating up space, slowing down your computer and what have you. You have to do this with a Mac as well, so any Mac users that want to poke fun at Windows for having to do this, you have to do the same thing with an application called AppZapper. And I know this channel's not for Mac vs. PC, and I shouldn't have done that, but just wanted to mention that since I had this open and I was talking about it. But anyways, as an example, when you get rid of the Yahoo toolbar, do advanced, next, wait for it to do its thing. I'm gonna pause the video while it does its thing so it don't waste time. Okay, and as you see, when it's done, it'll give you the normal installer for the Yahoo toolbar, which is what will happen if you just used Windows. It'll go straight to this, and it won't do the previous options, and it won't do the after options, which is number 4. I'll show you that in a minute. Let me go ahead and run this standard installer, and I'll pause the video. Okay, and when it's done, it'll open up option 4, press next, let it run a scan, and I'll get back to you when the scan's done. Okay, and as you see, it's done. So we press next. Well, look, it's found leftover items. Select all, delete, let it run as delete, and next, and finish. That wouldn't leave anything back in the registry, because the registry comes first, and you just remove them from the registry and it's done. So that takes care of that. I'm not going to uninstall anything else, just going to leave everything else. Just using it as an example. So you would use this to uninstall stuff instead of Windows. So we will go back to here. We will not mess with programs and features. QuickTime, set up options for QuickTime, I guess, or if it might open the actual program. Yeah, it gives you the preferences and stuff of QuickTime. You can set that up for yourself when you install it. Yeah, it worked perfectly fine. Recovery, never really mess with this. Ah, this is System Restore. If you have restore points, your computer's acting crazy. This is one of the things you will try if your Windows goes crazy and something went wrong. This is something I would try first before doing anything. Before dumping or reinstalling, try this. If that doesn't work, try repair on the startup or whatever. If that doesn't work and you have nothing else you can do, then you have to do nothing but dump and reinstall. Region and language. I'll let you change your language, I suppose. Yeah. Formats, the date formats, and what have you. I just leave that alone unless you want to change it. Remote app and desktop connections. This is for remote connections and stuff. It says connect desktops and programs at your workspace. There are currently limited connections available on this computer. So unless you have a connection, I guess that's not going to work. You can adjust your sound settings here. You want to set up your... You want to configure your speaker device. Select which one you have. 2-channel, 4-channel, 6-channel, and 8-channel. I have a 6-channel sound system. So that's what I do. 4-channel, you set up the 4-channel. You have a 2-channel, you set up the 2-channel. This is for my headphones. I really don't do nothing but do that. If you have a microphone like I do, then you would set up microphone. But I'm not gonna do it because I think it might mute me or whatever. I might mess it up. So I'm not even gonna mess with it. You can also start speech recognition from here. Take a speech tutorial. Train your computer to better understand you. Open the speech reference card. Text to speech. Advanced speech options. See also ease of access and audio devices. And sounds, you can also change your sounds here. Communications, you can change, like when you're talking on for telephone calls or whatever with your computer. Mute all other sounds, reduce sounds by 80%, reduce sounds by 50%, or do nothing. I don't really use it, so I left it on normal setting. Speech recognition, you can, that again takes you to that same place we just talked about. Sync center, if you have stuff that you synchronize with the computer, I have nothing to sync. But if you do and you sync stuff, then you would go here to change your sync settings. Like if you have a MP3 player that's not like an iPod or phone or whatever that syncs with your computer, then you would set it up there. Your system, this just opens up this. Gives you information on your computer, what have you, and whatnot. All that's here. You can go to your device manager, your remote settings, system protection, advanced system settings. See also Action Center, Windows Update, and Performance Information and Tools. Taskbar and Start Menu. This is where you can customize your Start Menu and everything and make it large like I showed you in the first video. You can let it be on left, right, top for the taskbar. Always combine when taskbar is full, never combine. Just leave it on always. Notification area. This just brings you that other one option I showed you earlier in the last video, I believe. You can go there. Use arrow peak, which is that. You can turn it off or on. I'll leave it on. You can change the way your start menu acts. You can change the way the power button works. Privacy, store and display recently opened programs in the start menu. Store and display recently opened items in the start menu and the taskbar. Customize the way it works, the way what shows and what's on your start menu and what have you. And there you go. That's the taskbar start menu. Troubleshooting lets you troubleshoot for programs and system and security, appearance and personalization, network and internet, hardware and sound and programs. It also has the ability to view all, view history, change settings, get help from a friend. See also Action Center, help and support and recovery. User accounts. This allows you to customize your user account, change your picture, change your password, add a password, change your account name, change your account type, manage another account, change UAC settings, user account control. Also gives you the options to manage your credentials, create a password, reset disk, link online IDs, manage your file encryption certificates, create advanced user profile properties, change the environment variables. See also parental controls. Windows card space. I have no clue what this is because I never messed with it. So I can add a card, can restore cards, preferences. If you know what this is, then you can use it. If I don't use it, so I don't know what it is. So Windows Defender, you can come here, set up options with Windows Defender. scan your computer on your own, or what have you. History, tools, setup options. I'll set this up later. I never even mess with that, but I might now. Windows Firewall, you can make it turn on, make it off, or whatever. It also gives you options to allow a program or feature through Windows Firewall, change notification settings, turn Windows Firewall on or off, restore defaults, advanced settings, troubleshoot my network, see also Action Center and Network and Sharing Center. Windows Update. This allows you to check for updates, change settings, update history, restore hidden updates, updates frequently asked questions, and what have you. And this concludes my video for the control panel. What shall I talk about next? I have no clue. Well, I believe I talked about the prefetch. If I didn't, I'm going to go over it now again. The way to find this is, let me show you how to find it. For the new people that doesn't know what it is, you go to your local DC, and also if you're on Windows XP, it might ask you, or it might tell you, the contents of this folder is hidden, blah 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 blah. You just hit show contents, and then it'll see all these. Well, you'll see whatever's in yours. Go to the Windows folder. Windows will always be there. Again, on Windows XP, it'll say contents of this folder is hidden, blah 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 blah. Just say show contents, because you're not going to do anything. Do not mess with anything in here. Do not delete anything. Do not modify anything. The only thing we're going to do is scroll down to prefetch. Left click it, right click it. Send to desktop create shortcut. Close. You'll put this wherever you want to. You can open it, and it'll open it. But of course, I've already got it on the folder. On the desktop. And what you can do in here is it's safe to do this. Don't worry. Delete everything in here. Empty recycle bin. Anyways, what that did was it made my computer a little faster. Because stuff can pile up in there and make Windows run a little slower. I mean, it's not like it's going to run terribly slow. Maybe you don't clean it out for the whole time that I had it. Maybe it might get real slow. Then you clean it out. Like, whoa, like a speed increase. You gave it a speed pill or whatever. Just nice. Just nice to know that feature. Or that information. I don't think there's anything else that's on the desktop that I remember. Smart thing to do to keep your desktop nice and clean if you want to. If you don't care, then don't worry about it. But if you want to keep it clean like mine, I'd like to tend to say mine's clean. I think it is. Create special folders. You can have your documents, pictures, and music folder on your desktop. Quick shortcut links to certain programs that you use a lot, or that you want to know where it is. This I can move to like protection or whatever, but I just leave it here. It doesn't bother me, or what have you. Leave shortcut links that you want to get to the most often on the desktop. Others, that's programs, like I showed you in here. Put programs in here that you don't access often. Put games in here that you don't access often, or you use Steam to access them, and you don't really need to use this to access them. And since I play games, but I don't play them a lot, I store them in there. And as I said before about your protection folder, create it and put your protection applications in here. And that's it for this video. As you can tell, I'm out of time. Later.